Greetings, everyone, from the planet of Brooklyn. Welcome to the Payday Podcast. This is your host, Goose. You can holler at me on Twitter at GooseyBaby, at GOOSEYBABBY. You can find the Payday Podcast on Twitter at Payday Podcast BK. And you can find new episodes of the Payday Podcast on SoundCloud and YouTube at their respective URLs /Payday Podcast. Thank you and enjoy. And if you like this episode, please like, share. It's the right thing to do. Thank you. We're lit. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Payday Podcast. I'm here with Ashia. Today, we're going to talk about porn and stuff. Kind of like the old porn episode. That was a good one. If you didn't check it out, it was me, Ty, Reek, Thompson, and Danny Tank Top. He was talking shit about porn and getting caught masturbating and all that good shit. So, say hi.
Hi.
Okay. And so, you like porn?
I love porn.
Because everyone likes porn.
Everybody loves porn.
What percentage of females do you feel like lie about liking porn, or how much they want to watch porn?
There's like an Uber fact that says 98% of men watch porn, but like 64% of women admit to it. So if that's how many admit to it, then it has to be 98% of women watch it and like don't admit to it.
Maybe the 2% of men just don't admit to it. Maybe everyone watches porn. It's too easily accessible. If you have an internet connection, there's no reason you shouldn't at least, glance at porn here and there.
Also, what like constitutes porn? Because if something is just sexual and it turns you on, like, isn't that pornographic?
You know what? I was having that same issue when I was on my no watching porn thing, because like I randomly came across like big booty workout videos, and I was like, damn, like the girl's like really hot. I was like, damn. And I was
right.
like, I was like, you know what? This doesn't count as porn. And then like I sat in that same chair and I was watching it, and I was like, I was like, I can't watch this. And I called my boy. I was like, yo, I got to go for a jog. So it's time to go for a jog. I got to get away from this stuff, because I felt like I was never going to stop watching it. I felt like that was like literally the mid of like, okay, no porn. And I'm like staring at this girl doing squats, and I'm just like undressing her with my eyes. I'm like, oh man.
I mean, that's how porn starts though, right? It's somebody with a big ass and leggings.
Sometimes.
So maybe it triggered that thing in your brain. Yeah, sometimes. It
probably did, but I definitely, I didn't even shut off the YouTube. I just walked out. I couldn't stop it. I had to walk out.
Or my friend watches these. It's a clothing company that just makes all spandex products, right? Like leggings and dresses and like onesies and shit. Mm-hmm. And they make YouTube videos advertising these things that I guess are kind of like commercials, but it's girls in spandex. So my friend watches it and like comments on it, and everyone comments this perv ass shit on it. But it's like you're making videos of big booty girls in spandex, like doing things.
Everyone loves big booty girls in spandex doing things. Like since the 50s, booties in spandex have been.
But booties have also
50s.
like.
Maybe
become different now. Like a 50s big booty is like not a 2014 like.
That's what I thought.
Ass.
And then because like I don't just like watch one video. I like open like 8 tabs, and then like I preview them. I'll look through each tab. Don't like this one. Don't like this one. Don't like this one. Then I'll look at the related videos. And I'll be like that one, like that one, like that one. Then I'll like judge, like weed it out until I get to like something. I get like 2 or 3 videos that I really think are cool, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm set.
Yeah.
So
sufficient.
So one time I came across this like old video from the 90s of this big booty girl in the 90s, and I was like, okay, that looks like a 2013, 2014 booty. Like it doesn't look too far off. It doesn't look like retro booty. Sometimes you watch movies and their booties be looking retro. Like, yeah. I ain't never seen an ass that shape before. Nah, like, like.
No, but that's right. But even the 90s, like in the 50s though, like would you find I don't know.
Nah,
2014 ass in the 50s.
No, but if you watch like House Party and stuff like that, the asses are weird. Like they're different. It looks different. Like something doesn't look. It doesn't look.
They
like
look more athletic.
You know what? That's probably it. I think now we probably just got it like literally fat asses because like nobody works out anymore.
Right. And asses are being like injected.
Yeah, that too. That looks so gross sometimes.
You saw the Nicki Minaj meme? She's like sitting on her own ass.
Nah.
It's like underneath her thigh.
Nah, is it a real picture?
It's a real picture. It's really weird. Ew. Girls should really stop doing that. That should stop happening immediately.
Wait, so it's like her ass and then there's like a gap between her thigh and the surface she's sitting on?
No, it's like imagine an ass, like, or imagine like a beach ball, and then coming from that beach ball is a leg. But like,
did you see my face? Like what?
And I feel like there's no better way to describe it. It's just
pull it up.
it's absurd, and like it's circulating around the internet. But I mean, despite that, like everybody was so smashed Nicki Minaj. It's like now we've just made peace with these asses. Like this is the way asses look now, and they're not real, and like that's okay.
I mean,
that's where we are now in the like history of booties.
Yeah, people be talking shit, but they be with it. That's crazy. I never seen this Anaconda meme. Look at it. She's a rocket.
People got out of control with her. Well,
oh man,
the cover of that video or the cover of that song.
Okay, I gotta stop. It's just too much.
Is that distracting?
It is. It's
but that's not even the picture.
It's not, but it's a whole lot of...
All the pictures are good, though.
There's a whole lot of extracurriculars going on. Let's see. On your knees and kiss my asshole? Okay. That's
just... Nicki Minaj's ass. Just anybody whose ass isn't real. Like, to Google their ass and to just see it doing different things. Like, if you ever, like, Google, what is the white girl? You know.
Which one? Miley Cyrus?
No, you know, the rapper.
The Izzy Azalea?
Yes, exactly.
The only reason I guessed Iggy her name, Azalea. And the only reason I knew is because Tyler the Creator got at her, and everybody made like a big fun. He said she stinks. He said I think his exact words were she's smelly or something like that. And like I believe him. Like I
don't believe him
because Tyler Creator. I don't think he would lie.
He's hilarious. Like, everything he says about other celebrities is like the best thing ever.
I feel like at least she smelled one time. Like at least one time, like she passed by him and he was like, "Damn," or someone, or like one of the homies.
Or I completely believe she smells like either milk or dog. Like, why would she not? No.
Why?
I can't go into that.
Yes, you can. It's the internet.
Then I'm just gonna expose how racist I am. So I'm gonna.
Everyone's racist, and everyone knows that black people are racist. It's not a secret. It's just the reality of these things. White people are racist. Asian people are racist.
Everybody is racist. Everybody's racist. Or you know what? No, not everybody's racist. I don't. You know what I mean? Like, to be racist is to, like, hate a group. Like, this is not coming from a hatred. My grandma used to say everybody's prejudiced. Everybody is prejudiced. So, like, my prejudging of people with a similar background of Iggy Azalea is that they typically smell like milk products. And if they are wet, they will smell like animals. It's because, I mean, scientifically, like I have hair that grows out of my head. You, for the most part, have hair that grows out of your head. Like they have fur that is growing out of them.
You know what? I'm not going to name any names, but someone once said that they felt that white people's hair smelled like horse hair.
Yeah, that seems accurate.
And I thought that was the hardest thing I've heard in my life. But I haven't had a chance to like smell like a European person's hair. Like,
it doesn't. No, they don't have to be like close. Straight from Europe. I mean, just any Joe Schmo. Like after the rain, that is what the smell is like. But I mean, think about a golden retriever's hair, or you know what? Better yet, no. My co-teacher was talking about her dog and was like, "Oh, he has she was like, his hair is like human hair." I said, "Not like my human hair. I don't have human hair like any kind of fucking dog, but you do." You know what I mean? And then that's why it's gonna have a similar smell when they get both of their fur types, hair types wet. We've drifted so far from porn. Now this completely limits the people I can share this podcast with.
No. I mean,
no, I can only share it with black friends between a certain age who can listen to me talk about porn.
No, I have white friends, but I don't think I never really got that close to them. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Next time I'm on the train and it's like a rainy day, I'm just leaning over.
Get on the right subway, like the E train. Get on the E train after a rainy day. Rest assured, it's gonna smell like the SPCA.
I'm weak.
It's guaranteed.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But you know what? It sounds racist, but everyone knows that if you're on the A train in the morning, it's full of black people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
but we smell like shea butter and fruits and berries and shit. I'm like, that's okay.
Especially when the Instant Man come on the train.
Right. You just smell like a variety of oils, and like I'm good with that.
All right. I think we was talking about brands of porn. How the hell did we even get to hair?
I don't know.
Oh,
but we can tie hair into porn if you wanna make things relate.
All right. A funny thing in porn, when the porn stars, like sometimes like I get into the ghetto section. You know, they always have like the ghetto section.
Oh no, that's always the best. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, good. Go.
Yo, it was one of those like. It's like the hardcore joints where they just like fuck the shit out of somebody's throat, or they just like fuck the shit out of this girl till she can't like stand it anymore.
Yeah.
One time, Shorty's on her head, and the funny part was, she had a wig on, and her wig was like hanging on by a thread. Because for some reason, all black porn stars have fake hair. Like, there's no such thing as a black porn star with like natural hair.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Some of those like like Ebony Sister porn ones. You mean
like Ebony Girlfriend and stuff like that?
Yeah.
That's one thing that bothers me in porn. I'll get to that in a second, but
okay.
Like her wig was like coming off, and then the cameraman like panned over a little bit, and then next thing you know, he pans back and her hair's
fixed. He's like, I'm gonna give you a minute to straighten this shit out.
He was like like he did the fix it now.
He did like a little wig adjustment.
All right, but one thing I noticed in porn, and I should know as much as I searched the shit, you can't find like a dark skinned female having sex with a black guy. If it's a really beautiful dark skinned girl, she's having sex with a white guy.
Oh yeah.
But you find like all varieties of, like you can pretty much find all varieties of black women having sex with white guys. But when it comes to like, the selection isn't that wide when it comes to black guys. It's usually just fucking them. Yeah,
it's not the rule, but I do think that is like the norm.
No, the thing was, I'm like, why? I was like, why can't I find? Because I don't like watching white guys. What the fuck? I was white like, I watch a white girl, but I'm not gonna watch a white guy. Like this, it doesn't look like mine. It's all types. It's like all pink and weird. Like ew, ew. Like that's disgusting.
Yeah, no, pink dick is weird.
Yeah, pink dick is a thing. Like it's not even like we just coined it. Pink dick is a thing.
No, it's accurate. It's an accurate description of what their penises look like.
Like pink dick is like second grade dick. Like it's just it's not like no one goes out, I want some pink dick tonight, unless you like some white supremacist.
But at the same time, like that's the one difference. So it's like it's pink, but it's not like it feels different. Like the skin still feels like dick skin. Like it's still soft, like it still gets hard, like it still feels the same. So I mean, it has that one difference, but like dicks are dicks.
I don't know. I've never had sex with a white woman, so I can't say anything.
I haven't either, so I can't say anything. But I also don't want to. It's not something I've like
put on your list.
Yeah, it's not on my bucket list.
The other day, I think this white woman was soliciting me, and I didn't really realize it until after the fact because. Again, I'm not on that wave right now. I'm just chilling, like halfway celibate, and I'm like, hey. No, she asked me like, where do I live? Like, it was in a bar. She asked me where I lived, and I was like, I live deep. I live in East New York. I'm a long ways from here. But I'm not saying like, nervously. I'm just like, I live over there. And it didn't even click in my head.
Where were you when this is happening?
This was in some shady bar over there in Midtown. So, middle-aged white woman.
Middle age.
Yeah.
That could have been your come up.
Sat next to me, and started whatever. But it could have been. But I just wasn't on it, and I didn't realize.
Good.
It didn't. Yeah, it didn't click in my head that like she was whatever. So I just kind of.
I was going to ask you if you're approached often, but I feel like then we're never going to come back to my porn thing. Sorry, you were talking about dark girls with...
No, go for it.
Okay. You know what my favorite fucking thing is? And like, this is basically not even a real thing. Because there's only, I swear to you, there's like 7 videos on the internet in existence, like across all porn sites. But do you ever watch the dance hall videos? But it's like a dance hall skin out where they go to the dance hall with no drawers on and maybe somebody can finger them.
Yeah.
Those are the best videos online.
Yo, those are hilarious. I remember one time I went to a party and it was like playing it in the background. Like they had it on the big screen. Jamaicans love that shit.
This was a great party. Yeah. But I feel like there should be like way more of these videos. And then also I don't really get the videos because I feel they're like an hour long, right? And it's like clips of like different whatever. They compile it into like an hour long. Yeah, but there's only like maybe 1 solid minute of like actual sexual activity. Otherwise it's just girls like fake covering their twats, but it's like, but you came to the dance hall with no drawers on. Like, obviously, just let us record this shit and let them stick their finger in you because that's why we're here.
I mean, I think that maybe a certain amount constitutes actual pornography, and then they have to get like licenses and stuff.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. Maybe not. I think aren't those? Maybe probably not because they be in like Jamaica. There's no laws in Jamaica.
Also, people make such other bootleg ass porn of just people having sex in clubs. So no, because there is a video. See, I like the videos where it's like. It's not actual porn. Like, this is really a girl who didn't necessarily have it in her mind to, like, be on a video, but is, like, down for it once it happens. But then they have videos where it's like they're just having sex in the club. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. I want the girl to be low-key reluctant at first. And then, like, let it happen or something.
I don't know how I feel about amateur porn. I like lighting. I don't just like your camera on the tripod. That shit just, like... It ruins it for me. I need angles.
No, I like real life porn.
I click HD all the time when it gives you that option. HD within the past, like I don't want to see anything from like 2012, like pre-2012. I don't want to see none of that shit.
You're too fucking specific.
Yeah, I'm very specific with my porn. And like now I think I enjoy it more a little bit better because since I don't watch it as often, there's videos that get like updated because it sucks when you go on there and you like, bro, I seen all this video
and
like,
you know all the videos
by the clip, by the little image,
right?
By the clip, I'm like, okay, didn't like that one, didn't like that one, didn't like that one, and I don't like watching ones that I watched already.
No, some ones I watch, like I'll watch the same ones for a long time. Until I like stop. You know what I mean? Like burn out of it just like you burn out of a song or something.
Nah, I can't do that. I don't even like unless it's a
some are classic. And I will throw them into rotation every now and then.
You know what? There definitely is. There's those like there's like the highlight. I should make like a torrent with like my favorite porn videos of all time. That would be wicked.
I should have them like in a place that's easier to access.
You know what I like a lot? When I find a porno that looks like someone that like I've met or know that's really hot, and I think that's cool.
That never happens to me.
I'll be looking.
That's never my objective when looking at porn.
I think it's that's why the whole celebrity thing is like is even a topic. Like guys like people that look like people that they know, that they relate to or they find attractive otherwise.
You mean like celebrity porn?
Yeah, like celebrity porn. If you can't watch Nicki Minaj porn, maybe you can find someone that looks like Nicki Minaj or Rihanna. Like,
I don't watch any of that either.
Looks like Rihanna. Really? I don't either. But I'm just saying, like, I try. You know, if I find someone attractive, I'm probably gonna. And I see someone, and I'm, you know, while I'm, you know, patrolling the sites, if I see someone that I like, I'll give it a watch.
I think that's almost like
is that creepy?
What goes into it the least. Or at least with women. Okay, if it's an attractive woman, I'll watch her. But very rarely I'm like, this guy is so attractive. Like, I'm looking for something completely other in porn. Like, either I'm looking for someone being, like, fucked in public, or, like...
Don't like public porn.
See, what are you watching? All I'm about, like, right now is... Yeah, no, definitely, like, exhibition porn. All of those... What are they called? Like... Fun at the beach. Whenever someone's getting like,
I don't like porn at the beach.
Fucked in public.
Sand.
You're just what? You're hella.
Because it's sand. Like, I don't want to have sex on the beach because of sand. I don't want to watch
it. They lay on towels. There's this one, and look, the quality of this isn't even good, but it's just the premise of what's going on that is so enticing that I watch this shit. Even though it's like from a bird's eye view, it's like not even. But it's this girl. She's laying on the beach, right? And this guy starts playing with her, and then by the end of it, like 5 other guys coming out of the woodwork, and she's being followed by 5 guys. It's my favorite thing online. Next to the dance hall ones, and next to this other one where it's some girl, like, just girls getting fingered in public places. Also because those things seem realistic. Like, that's something that could really happen to you in real life. Like, you could really finger your girlfriend on the beach. Like, that makes that porn like, oh my God, this is something I could do.
That's why I don't like porn outside, because they be all standing up and it just looks so weird. And
not when they're on the beach. They're laying on beach towels.
And then the quality's not all there. The sound's not the best. I don't
even think that last one I'm talking about has sound.
I mean, like, if you're at the beach and you're having sex, like, it's not like it's not the best sex. It's just the idea of the thrill. Like,
and that makes it good.
Okay, but I'm not there to get the thrill. So I want something that looks more, more genuine, more, emotional, more authentic. There you go. More authentic.
Emotional?
And authentic. I meant authentic. I was looking for authentic.
Yeah. Okay, because I was going to go in.
I watch porn with music in the background.
You hella do. I was going to say that...
I hate music in the background.
That X art.
Huh?
You know X art? X art is like... It's porn. Like, it's like quality shooting of this porn. But yeah, I think there might be, like, it's always sensual. Just like kissing. It's like beautiful. There's always hella white sheets, like white walls.
Well, I don't know about all that. I never watched any of that, but they are making like these videos. I think it's like one of those West Coast production companies, because like you see like a lot of artists like Misty Stone and that guy, I think his name's like Nate something. And it's always HD. And it looks like they actually, like, 2 people that just decided, like, okay, like, we're about to have sex. And then they have sex. And it's HD and it's awesome. And, like, they look like they're enjoying it. Like, they actually... It's never, like, hella long. Like, the regular porn video is mad long. So it's kind of like, at some point, these guys are taking breaks. But it's, like, consistent. And, like, they're fucking. And you're, like, watching in HD. It's awesome.
Is it emotional? Is it sensual?
It's not.
Are they like kissing and caressing each other? Because that makes you
a little bit, but it's not.
A pansy.
But it's mostly. I gotta show you, because now you think I'm soft. Cause
no, I'm gonna think that regardless. But you supporting it with your porn choices right now is just like solidifying it.
I mean, it's one of the genres that I check out.
I'm like, I want to see a girl like molested by 5 guys on a beach, and you're like, I want to see them having this.
But I want to see it. I want it to look real. Like I don't want to feel like I hate it when they're like and like obviously faking. That shit blows mine. I feel like you're disrespecting
in
me.
Real life, those girls are faking it too.
It sounds more realistic. It sounds more believable in real life. But like Do you ever listen to these porn stars sometimes? It's like the same sound over and over again. It's like they all practice the same sound. Like they're trying to tell you something. Like if you was to like put that sound into like some kind of weird fucking decoder that figures out a pattern, there'd be like a pattern that says like, start the revolution or some dumb shit like that. Not dumb shit, but
Yeah, no. I also don't like what they say sometimes. Like I don't like their like talking during sex. I don't need that. And I know that this is fake, but I like this anyway. And you're not gonna like this, but fine. When they're like fake in a taxi and like get fucked by the taxi driver, but the conversation beforehand is always just awful. But I do like, again, the premise of getting into a cab and then having sex with your cab driver.
I can see why that could be interesting, but again, I don't like having sex in a cab is so uncomfortable. I don't like having... It's
not about the comfortability. That's what you really have to get out your head. Like...
I'm thinking about how I want to have sex. It has to look like I'm doing it.
So
or
all
at least
the
something that I would want to do
is taking place on a bed?
Not a bed, chairs, on the floor sometimes, but just not in a car, not in public. Or sometimes in public, depending on like the setup, but and the actors, because it seems like outdoor porn actors like it's just I don't know. It's like they lose it outside. Like sometimes when it's in the backyard, it's kind of cool, or like sometimes those and also a majority time outdoor porn, the actress is wearing shoes. The female actress is wearing shoes, and yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I like my porn actresses barefoot. Yeah.
These specificities are killing me right now.
Yeah.
Why can't they wear shoes?
I have like
because you have a foot thing.
Yeah. And I don't want to see your shoes.
Okay.
I'm watching porn. Like, get naked. Like, why is the only thing you have on shoes? Like,
because those aren't clothes. You know what I mean? Like, you're not missing. Well, I guess if you have a foot fetish, then it is taking away from something. But for people who don't, then it's like, I don't know. Then it's just adding something. Like, you're still getting to the goods. And, it's the same as, like, leaving jewelry on, Like, why?
I mean, I guess, like, and, I hear guys always say, and she came, like, everyone gives their war stories, and she had her heels on. Niggas love that shit, but...
Yeah. No, everyone...
Like, nah. Just walking here barefoot. Just walking here stark naked. It'll be good.
The heels just make it kinkier. See, that's what, like I said, you're like missing the kink. Like,
I see where it could work out. It's a handle. You can use the heels as a handle, work it in there all types of ways. But
no. They don't need a practical reason. You don't need a practical reason for wearing heels during sex. It's the idea that, like I said, it's like, it's just...
What, that you kept your shoes on? What's the idea?
It's not like you kept your, like... Adidas on,
There's nothing new or cool about it. People have been having sex with shoes on. Like, that's been the
who said it was new or cool
thing since like
it's just still
forever.
Kinky. Like, okay, handcuffs have been used for forever. Does that make it less kinky because it's been done for forever? No, like that shit's still raw.
Okay.
Are you disagreeing?
I mean, No. You make a very valid point. That's true, but I'm just saying, like me personally, that's just my preference. Like, it's not gonna change.
Is the preference also against the handcuffs or any sort of like ties and stuff?
Nah, actually,
what are you doing?
No. Actually, the other day I was watching. This like, it was crazy. It was like It was like BDSM, but it was with Misty Stone, and like a few other people. I think it was like Misty Stone, Asa Akira, or somebody else or whatever. And that was pretty interesting. I was like, you know what? I was like, I see why people do that. And I watched it and I was like, okay, that looks cool. I don't be trusting people to tie me up. 24. And
well.
Yeah, I don't be trusting people to tie me up. Like, what you gonna do after you tie me up?
I mean, you should never do that with like, okay.
Nah,
if you like
I'm
go to
paranoid.
the club and like bring a girl home, no, you shouldn't trust her to tie you up. She's for surely gonna rob you. But like you, prior to recording, we're explaining like a 2-year-long relationship. Like y'all didn't tie each other up. What? Not one time in 2 years. Like that's somebody who, hopefully, like you trusted to some extent.
No. I don't think so.
See, this just makes me want to get off topic into all the things that you have not done. Because now I'm fascinated. But that's not what this is about. So you can redirect me.
I mean, you could ask me. It's like it's under the same category.
It's under the same umbrella?
I think so.
So you never, no tying. Like that's never happened.
Here and there, but it's
what
not.
What does here and there mean?
Like, what do you mean? Like, how many times specifically?
No, I mean, well, I said, have you done it? You said it here and there, which is, I feel like it's either a yes or no answer.
Yeah,
so, like, does here and there specify something different?
Yes. No. It doesn't mean no. It's not like I'm trying to like make up my answer. Yes, it's just like it's not a lot. Like it's not prevalent. It's not like this thing I do all the time. Like
you ever smacked a girl?
That is a crime. No.
Oh my gosh, you
I'm a
killed
law-abiding
me.
citizen.
So does that also go for choking? No choking.
A little bit, but
a little choking. No slapping. Hair pulling, yes.
I mean, not too many people have hair that you can pull. Don't look at me like that.
You know what? That's the plight of the black woman. And I feel like this. You know what I mean? Like, this is not me casting judgment. Because who am I to fucking judge what people do with their hair? Mm-hmm. However, I do feel like if you wear your hair in such a way that no one can ever pull your hair during sex, like, you're really missing out on a part of intimacy. Does that make sense?
No, it does. I think hair pulling is I guess it's cool.
And not even... Yeah. Nah, it is not. Don't guess. It is cool, but not even like in a like extreme, like hardcore ass way. Mm-hmm. But I mean, even the like gentle hair tugging of like the day to day, like they can't even do that. Mm-mm. You're like missing out on something key, and like sharing a bond with people.
I mean,
like touching hair is like
slapping.
It's an intimate thing.
I know, but like slapping and choking specifically, those are things that I just kind of like been averted from, because like one of my aunts was just like, yeah, they're gonna ask you, don't do it. Like, don't hit any females because they'll set you up and you'll go to jail.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Like, don't let a girl leave your house in the middle of the night angry.
But I mean.
Like, then when you break up with the girl, you're supposed to say, it's over! And then never talk to her again.
Slap them and not, like, leave a mark?
I mean, I guess, but...
Can you slap them just hard enough to not leave a mark? How hard are you trying to slap people?
That's too much work trying to figure out, like the
right force to put into your slap.
Because it's like, either I'm going to slap you soft and you're going to just be like, oh, you're soft, or I'm going to slap the shit out of you.
No, I don't. No, you're no.
Because if I slap you once and you say, "Oh, that's soft," like I'm gonna feel that way, and then I might slap you again.
Well, just slap a good medium force the first time.
I'm a big guy.
Don't
tiny females.
Don't
in the face. Like, seriously.
Don't like make excuses for why you haven't done it.
I am making excuses.
Okay, on record. You've never done it. And you're 24.
No, I have.
But this isn't me judging you.
I have, but not, like, that's not something that I like to do, or like I go out of my way to do. Like, I'm not like, hey, can I choke you, slap you, and pull your hair during the preceding things? Damn, you gave me that look like this nigga.
If you have to ask, then it shouldn't be done. It should be an understanding. That, like, that's just what's... I'm a firm believer in this. That, like, there is something unspoken. I wrote something about this. But there's something unspoken, you know what I mean, about, like, these sort of sexual exchanges where you know what's like what you're getting into before you get into it. And that's why like rape is rape, because I feel like you got clear signals, you know, before somebody even said no, stop, or don't. You know what I mean, to not do what you were doing. Here's my story. You know my story? So
love stories.
I was like, I guess, I mean, I support your podcast. Like, now after the story, like, I cannot like be like, oh, please come listen to me on this podcast. So anyway, why am I telling this? Because this is the topic.
It's a good story.
But so sometimes I take these walks. Like, sometimes I'll get into my head when I'm not being celibate, like, then I'm gonna have sex with a stranger. So I will take a walk and like just basically like wait for the best stranger to like approach me and be like, this is what's gonna happen. But I always like to be fake reluctant, like I like on porn, like so that they feel like, at least I will fake like that's not what the situation is, and like make it very clear, like that's not what this situation is. I will say it explicitly, so it's like we're on the same page that I'm being fake about this shit. So I like do this, and I take this walk, and this guy's like, and I'm like, look, I'm like, I'm not gonna have sex with you. I'm taking a walk because I'm taking a walk. You know what I mean? Like, I just like taking walks. Shit happens. It's Brooklyn. It's popping at night. Like, which is true. I do like taking walks though. Like that is actual factual. But so he takes me home. Blah blah blah. You know, we have sex. In the course of having sex, he slaps me twice, hard across the face. But I tell him afterwards, I was like, you had to have known upon meeting me that shit was gonna be okay. Because like I feel like everybody would not have been okay with that. Like you said, like your aunts warned you about. Like if I wasn't that sort of person, like I would have instantly called the police. You know what I mean? Like if they had came, I would have been like, see this work? Like he slapped me twice, hard across the face. But instead of me being me, it turned me on. But I was like, he had to have known that was going to turn me on before he even attempted that shit. Because I think that there's something. I don't think anybody else would make, like, would you make that guess? Like, I think it might be okay to slap her. Like, no, you had to have intuited something before that happened. I don't believe that, like, you would just try it without having any sort of something. And I'm intentionally not giving green lights because that's what I like to do. So, like I said, that was all intuition. That was all a vibe that he felt like, I can slap this girl and it's going to be okay. Not even I can slap this girl and it's going to be okay. Like, I'm going to slap this girl and it's going to be good. This is going to create a good situation between us.
Interesting. I mean, my whole thing is like, that's very risque. Like, why would you slap someone? That's assault.
Because a little bit of pain, like, in what? I shouldn't have to explain this.
I mean, I could have. I'm just saying, like my whole thing is just, you know, like some people. I'm not that aggressive. I don't want to hit nobody in the face.
You're not that aggressive.
Yeah, like why would I want to hurt somebody? I don't want anybody slapping me in the face. Don't slap me. Why are you slapping me in the face for? Why does this have to be painful?
It's not aggressive. It's not an aggressive act in that circumstance. Then it's no longer aggressive. In the same way that you could like call somebody out of their name during sex and it's not like offensive. It's just something that you do. Or that you can, not saying that this happens to me, but just saying, like, you could spit on somebody during sex and like that's all of a sudden okay, but you couldn't spit on somebody in like regular life. Because sex blurs like boundaries of things that are okay and not okay.
I need you to repeat that.
Everything?
Not the whole thing. I need you to repeat
you could spit on somebody?
No, before that.
That you can, I don't know, call someone out their name?
I guess it wasn't that important because I forgot.
Sorry.
Nah, it's not your fault. It was me. But yeah, I don't like to be hurt. I don't like feeling pain. If I'm like really drunk, I don't want anybody to touch me or like sometimes my boy will fuck with me like he's gonna punch me and I'm like, don't punch me. Like I'm wavy right now. Don't hit me. Like I'm chilling. I am relaxing. Why would you bring that into my life right now? Like and he'll fuck with me. He'll fuck with me. It's a
different circumstance.
No. I get your whole circumstance, but the point I'm trying to make is I don't want to be hurt on purpose. If I'm being hurt, I want it to be for a genuine reason because someone's trying to hurt me, because I kicked the side of the table or whatever.
Intent has everything to do with it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like if you right now like got mad at me and slapped me, not even as hard as that guy slapped me, like I'm gonna be pissed as shit. We're gonna be in here fighting. You know what I mean? But in the context of sex makes it different. And like I said, it's not. So the intent is not to like inflict pain. It's not an aggressive act at that point. And like, because there's a, you know, like a pain that goes along with sex anyway. So I feel like it all just like coincides into like something that is a pleasurable pain. The same way that like tattoos can be or something.
I don't have any tattoos. So
bad analogy.
Why don't I want? I get what you mean. I hear it all the time. You know, like the splendid pain or whatever that shit is.
Is that the term? Because I like that. That is what it is. Splendid pain.
There's something out there like that. Splendid pain or whatever. But splendid pain. It probably is splendid pain since you like it so much. Like it probably is because I'm thinking it doesn't sound right. But
with me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start using it even if that's not what it is.
So it's like I watch this whole BDSM thing and I'm like, that looks painful. That looks painful. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why? Why would I inflict pain on myself? The whole slapping thing, I could get where that's, you know, a turn on.
Or again, even you smack ass. Like, that's still smacking somebody. Do you not smack ass? Do you not smack ass?
Yes. But that's completely different. That's not slapping someone across the face.
But if you smack someone's ass hard enough, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, but you can live with it. Like,
but it's the same thing. No, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
I've been smacked way harder on my ass than I have across my face because people don't care about your ass. You're like, oh, this is all flesh. You know what I mean? It smacked the shit out you. So no, like you could have really caused somebody pain. So if that's the case, you might as well do a like cool face slap every now and then.
Not that much. People, you fall on your ass. Like you get whooped on your ass. Like I'm pretty sure like a good
and
slap.
All of those things hurt. What is your point? You're qualifying this with two painful examples.
Yeah, but you get up, you rub it, and then you keep on banging. Like I'm pretty sure a nice little. The difference is someone's face. Like people get straight into fights. Don't touch my face. All this crazy shit all the time. I'm not gonna touch.
Yeah, in a street fight, I like wouldn't punch somebody in the face because I feel like that's like really wrong to do.
Are you serious?
You really like fuck somebody up.
You seriously wouldn't punch somebody in the face in the street fight?
I really avoid it. Like I strongly avoid it. Because I feel like, that is going to be how I, like, go to jail. Like, really go to jail.
I feel like 99% of people, like, that have street fights, that's, like, the first hit. Bang! Let me hit you in the face. Like
I will hit you in the head, but not in the face. No, because, you know, like, the head, and you're still inflicting pain in the head. But in the face, like, it's so easy to break somebody's nose. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a mess.
That's so nice.
I think it's more me being fearful of myself that like I'm gonna get in trouble. But yeah, maybe it is nice that I'm protecting people's face.
But if you hit someone like in the nose and you just try to go like straight for the knockout, that's kind of nice. I mean, like
to just knock them out.
Yeah, I think it's all good. It's kind of like it's kind of like the Mongols or whatever. They were like hella ruthless, and most military strategists believe, like, if you really want to win a battle, if you want to do the other people a favor, just be ruthless. Because if you just try to be nice and only kill some of them, you're going to drag it out. They're going to have to deal with the mental thing of watching their comrades die. And, you know, let's say supplies are dwindling and all these hard times. If you just go ham and kill them all, you know what I mean? You do them a favor.
Okay, so shoot everybody. Thank you for that advice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean... Wow. I never thought of it that way.
And this is the sort of dry content that I was referring to earlier.
How's that
of
dry?
Things that you say.
What? Military strategy? Blowing up? Comrades dying? That's pretty intense.
Okay, that's not what I meant by dry. That's fine. So this is your... like advice to life, right? To be as brutal as possible in war and spare your enemy. Yeah. But at the same time, you won't smack somebody for a little pleasure. Just bringing it back full circle.
I like you. I don't want to hurt you. Like, I don't want to hurt people that I like. Why would I slap you in the face?
It's not like I said, it's the intent. You're not doing it to inflict pain. You're doing it to create a balance with the pleasure they already have, so that it is intensified or magnified or something like that.
I got you, but I don't even like to play fight. I do not like play fighting.
Okay.
Because I feel like, I don't like to play fight. I don't like to, I don't like to open that side up. Like, I feel like I have, there's no between. It's like 0-60. That's me right there. I'm very polar. 0, we cool, we chilling, or I'm angry at you. Do you want me to be angry at you? You don't want me to be angry at you. Why do I need to be angry at you? Why we can't just be cool? Why can't it all just be love, smiles, and giggles? Like, why you gotta blur that line for?
So you're gonna have to find that cool, like, 35 miles per hour where you could, like, go through business districts and, like, still be moving and not be completely stopped and not be like freeway speed.
Nah, it's either we walking over freeway speed. I can't do.
I need you to be able to, like, go by and, like, look at the buildings and admire the architecture.
But if I'm walking, I could admire the shit out of the architecture. I could touch the building. If I'm driving,
but you're only going to see about 20 buildings. If you were driving along 35, you would see hella blocks. You see way more buildings.
Quality over quantity.
Thus your number.
Yeah. Keep them low.
There is a quality in quantity.
I mean, I guess, but everyone says older music is better, and there's not a lot of that floating around. Like, now we so bombarded with so much music, it's kind of like it loses something.
The older music does?
No. The newer music loses something because there's so much of it. It's so oversaturated. It's not like back in the day where it's just like a few, things.
That's an unfair analogy.
I know.
I had a better one.
What is it?
I don't remember.
That's whatever. It'd be like that sometimes.
No, well, I'm going to make this work. But, like, if you had marbles, right? Oh, you know what my analogy was? Pokemon cards. If you... and I don't know anything about Pokemon or Pokemon cards. This is just what I'm working with. So if you had Pokemon cards, right, and instead of having like one, I don't know what the best one is, like Squirtle. Let's say Squirtle is the best. Instead of having one Squirtle, but having like hella like Pikachus and like Jigglypuffs, and like you having this variety of all these different ones with all these magical skills, and having been exposed to all of these different Pokemon creatures and their different skills is better than knowing that one Squirtle's super incredible features inside and out. I have hella cards.
Okay, but in the cartoon, they only had like 2 Pokemon. Like, people be playing in school with like 1,000 Pokemon, but that like Ash in the cartoon had like Pikachu, Squirtle, and like probably like 2 other Pokemon.
Right.
Or something. Like, he had a small amount of Pokemon, and he was like the best in the whole world. So I know you don't know anything about Pokemon, but it's still a bad analogy.
I felt like it worked.
Whatever.
The point is variety. There's a loveliness in variety. There's a loveliness in variety and exposure to many experiences. So yeah, still variety.
I don't think
variety's good.
Variety is good, but still, I don't know.
That's like, how can... I don't know. I was going to do food, but it wouldn't work with food.
No, it's not. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just that. That's just what it is. Like, I don't want to go... Like I said, if I like you, I don't want to hurt you like that. Like, I'm not like...
I got away from the pain. Now I'm on, like, numbers. But okay.
Oh, what's the numbers?
This is what we're talking about. This is what all these analogies have been about, is numbers.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's kind of weird, though, like, when it comes down to numbers, because, I don't know. It's crazy out here, like, I don't know, AIDS? I didn't say that you had to be, like, rawing everybody. But what's the point? Like, condoms suck.
They do. They really do.
They do. And then they're like... in the United States, like, you could only make a condom, I think it's like 6.5 inches long, and then like diameter is like 2 and 2.8 inches.
No, I thought they could be like 7.5 or something.
I mean, they're longer. Like, the magnums are longer, but and the Magnum is like 2/38 of an inch.
No, I read that Magnums were the same size and that they just say that they're bigger because they're lying.
Nah, it's a lie. They're slightly, so from 2.8 inches it goes to 2.38 inches. So it's not even 2.5 inches. It's not even 2.5 inches round. And then it's like a few inches long. I don't know how much longer the Magnum is, but yeah.
Where are you getting these figures from? I'm not doubting them. I'm just so interested.
I just like saw it the other day. That's why it's so fresh in my head. But
like this is so precise.
Oh no, because I was reading this article, and in Europe, like you can literally put in your size and get a condom for your size. Wow. And I was like, why the fuck don't we have that here? Like,
that's like,
it's
well,
illegal.
I'm not a man, but I feel like that's not what makes condoms awful, is that they don't fit properly.
What?
But again, I'm not a man.
That is all of it. That is 1,000% of it.
Oh, I thought it's because it was a barrier between you and.
No, it's just because, I mean, that's another thing, but I think most of it is the fit. I think if we had condoms that actually fit and not condoms that were just like manufactured for white males, then we'd be good.
Why don't you just order your condoms from Europe?
It's illegal. They can't even send them here.
Really?
Illegal.
What the fuck is that about?
Why do you think it's about? I mean, I think the average penis size is like it's a conspiracy against black males, or at least it's probably like just it's a bunch of
spread AIDS in Atlanta.
Nah, it's probably just a bunch of little dick politicians that's just tight. Like, you know what, you big dick motherfuckers, we gonna make sure you get something.
I love that you're saying little dick politicians, but like you mean that literally.
Yeah,
that's not. You mean colloquial, calling them little dick politicians.
Yeah, y'all niggas got little dicks. Why the fuck? Why you can't get bigger condoms? Like, are you serious? Like, are you just like oblivious to the fact that some people have penises that are bigger than 6 inches or whatever, 7 inches? Like, do you just not know? Like, have you?
Those but then aren't condoms supposed to stretch? Like, they have elasticity.
But it's still.
Please stop looking so angry when I ask questions.
No. Sorry. You know what it is? It's because I know, but it's kind of like, all right. Imagine Mandingo wearing a condom. Like, if you think about it, like, what makes the sensation? Like, if you have a condom on, you're not feeling the warmth and the wetness. Yeah. So if it's constricted, then you feel less of the penetration. You don't feel that, and then that's what makes it like, why the fuck? So
what is it like with a condom on, since you can't feel like temperature or texture?
It's horrible. It's like you're not even having sex.
that is
because it's constricting. You don't get to feel that. Maybe if you had like one that actually fit. I'm gonna go to Europe.
I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Like, condoms are just like a
I think
great bad form of protection. Like, it's just a wonderful shitty way to protect yourself.
Nah, I'm pretty sure that if we had condoms that worked, they would work. Because I mean, again, like two and change inches is like you have a pencil dick. Like, that's like this right here. Screwdriver. It's not really. Yeah. It's kind of sucks. So,
thank you for sharing your plight.
I try, because when I read the article, I was so mad when I was like, it's illegal. It's not like nobody's just not thinking about me. It's illegal. Like, y'all really went so far to make this shit illegal.
To be like, not only are we not accommodating you now, but we will not accommodate you in the future. And
it is illegal.
Like, if Trojan decides, like, oh, we're going to take care of them. No
one is allowed. No one is allowed to cater to you. But do you hear me? In Europe, you can have a condom. Exactly. They send you a little kit and you can measure your shit and get a condom that fits your dick. Exactly.
How many condoms do they send you after you measure yourself?
I mean, I guess I would imagine, like, after you have the size, you could just always just.
Oh, then right.
Shit.
What if you have like a crazy size that they just like? Oh, are they tailoring it for everybody? Like, what if your dick is like incredibly like, skinny and short or something?
I'm pretty sure
they have to like tailor it to you.
Have you never seen those like funny?
I've seen everything. I've seen everything.
But I would imagine they make condoms from every size from Ken to to not overuse his word. I don't want to overuse his name, but Mandingo. just because that's like, no homo. He has like the biggest dick in porn right now. Period. Imagine when he dies. Like, I think that's going to be big news, like on social media when Mandingo dies.
And then the like Smithsonian is going to castrate him. Yes, open that shit up and like try to make some sort of dick lengthening potion out of it, or
no, there's actually a surgery.
Jar.
There's actually a surgery you could get to like make your dick longer, but
that's not.
But it loses its ability to like stand up because they cut. It's like a tendon. It's a tendon. Like the reason it like stands arcs is a tendon, and then they cut the tendon, and you get a few inches, but then your shit is just like it just hangs.
No, that would be stupid. Can you have sex like that? No.
I mean, you can. You can. It probably like
their dick is getting hard, but it's not like.
It's not straight stiff. It's like moving around, so it probably give you more options. To be honest. Just looking at it, because if you think about it, like I'm just gonna think of like the first thing that comes into my mind where it would be useful. Like if you're doing like a pile driver, like the old, like the girl with her wig, like with her head on the floor type shit. And
is that what that's called?
I guess. But like if she's around,
it's not.
And you're like smashing it from above, then like you don't have to worry about your dick being all over here and having to like go over here. You could just your shit just goes down or whatever, and you could just work it out like that.
No, you could do lots of things then. I wasn't thinking about it like that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't know. Like, there's a lot of emphasis on dicks being big. And, like, dicks shouldn't be small. But then at the same time, like, women talk that shit. But, like, how many, like, if you can't fuck Mandingo. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody gets this dick surgery, like, how many people are you going to fuck after that? Like, it's just not that realistic.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants a small dick. But, like, do you really want a big... Can you actually, like, deal with a big dick in your life?
I mean, if you watch, like, porn... When Mandingo's having sex with like Asians or something like that, or like any big dick actors like having sex with like Asians or like very small frame females.
I don't watch Asian porn.
It's always like like they're not dealing with it. Like Asa Akira, she has to be mixed with like white or something. Like she can't be like all Asian or whatever. She has a huge vagina. Niggas be all up in that. That's what I be judging. I'm like, damn.
But I think anybody, like even I don't know. I don't know enough about anatomy. But like even an Asian girl, like if you take enough big dick, like then your body comes back. Like you snap back.
I mean, I guess you snap back, but if you watch
except for your asshole never comes back.
Really?
That's what I heard. Like, it does, like, if you don't, like, take anal all the time. Like, if you get dick up your ass all the time, like, no, it's going to be stretched out. But, like, your asshole being stretched out, like, that's a real thing.
I mean, I don't...
This is real life.
I don't doubt it. I mean, it's like, it's the human body.
Have you ever done anal? No. If you have to think about it, the answer is no. That's like, no, you haven't done it.
Yeah, not really,
You're a virgin.
Whatever. I don't even like watching anal
like
porn.
your whole life is like the days before prom night.
Damn, that's horrible. I mean, I don't even watch anal porn. I think it's weird. Like what are you doing there? Not what are you doing there. Like I'm not gonna judge you for having anal sex, but it's just kind of like I don't know.
It's the same thing like having sex outdoors, like exhibitionism. Like it's the idea of you're not supposed to be doing it and you're doing it.
But you know what? I will say this. This is just popped in my head. All the dirty niggas I know, nobody's like, damn, that was some good anal. Like no one's like bragging about anal sex. Why is that? Because it's not all that.
Oh no, it's not better.
It can't be all that.
It's not better. No,
exactly.
No one has ever said that it's better. But it's just the idea of doing it.
The fact, I guess, but again,
why do people, like get titty fucked? Like, what is that? But it's just the idea that that you can rock with. Okay, like there's no rhyme or reason. No, it's like not better than anything. It's not better than a blowjob is not better than sex, but like you're gonna do it anyway because it's just something for you to be doing. Like it's just something to do. What are hand jobs for? Like what is anything for?
I mean, if you know what you're doing with a hand job, it's pretty.
No, hand jobs are stupid as shit. Hand jobs are for middle school. If you have a teen, no, I don't want kids to be out here being hoes. But really though,
hand jobs are great.
Yeah, no, if you're an adult, giving hand jobs, unless like I said, it's in public. Like if you're in the movie theater, like fucking right, like that's an appropriate like hand job place. At like the dinner table, like yeah, like you're not gonna. What else are you gonna do? Mm-hmm. But if you are in a room with somebody and the door closed, you're getting a hand DJ, like shoot yourself in the face. You could be getting blown in that moment. You're wasting hella time.
But nah, I think there's levels to this because maybe they're not so skilled at blowjobs.
Then they should be using that time to practice. And you know what? That's like not even an excuse because there's so much more that goes into head than deep throating. So even if you couldn't deep throat, like if you,
I was just throwing that out there.
Okay,
but I'm just saying, like some people just can't.
And that's an appropriate time for hand jobs. It's during like a blowjob. But if it's not like during a blowjob or you trying to be inconspicuous in public, like nah, like that's just not. No. And like a hand job, are they then spitting on your dick and then giving you a hand job? Because otherwise it's going to be dry. And if she's spitting on your dick, then she might as well blow you.
Lotion.
What?
Lotion. Lubricant.
If I was a man, I would be so offended by a hand job. And I would just let people know off top, like, don't fucking... I could do that myself.
All right. I get you, but I wish that there was a female in the world that could give a proper hand job. Nobody wants hand jobs. I would love a hand job. I've never gotten a hand job from a girl that was like, yay. Like, well... Because
it's not exciting.
Occasionally.
There's nothing exciting about that.
You have to train people to be able to give you a hand job. Blowjobs also. 90% of females don't know how to give head.
I feel like just train them to give head and skip the whole hand job phase. Just jump over that. What do you need it for?
I mean, I don't know. Like you watching them porn. There's a category hand jobs.
Yeah, there's also a category for like hella other shit I'm not gonna watch. So, like comedy. Like I don't need my porn to be funny ever. Funny.
I click there. I don't think it's like most of the time it's just like people doing funny stuff naked.
Oh no, I never even click it because it doesnesn't appeal to me.
Yeah,
but
who's beating off to that stuff?
This is how can anyone not know how to do anything, and not even just like giving blowjobs, like not even just head in general, like anything in regards to sex. How could you not know to do it? Because porn exists. So like, how can anybody claim like? And guys claim this too, like. I just don't know how. I just don't know how to eat pussy. It's not something that I've done. You know, like I've
every guy on the planet that says that is lying.
Just like every girl who says it is lying. You know what I mean? Like them being reluctant to suck your dick. It's just they don't want to suck your dick. Not because they've never seen porn and have seen somebody really go hard. Because everybody's seen somebody really go hard. So you know that you like that. You know that's how it's supposed to be done. So anytime you're doing anything less, that's intentional. You know what I mean? Like you're pretending like you don't know what you're doing. Because porn exists, everybody knows how to do everything.
True. I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then, like, if you don't do something adequately in sex, it's because you're being, like, lazy. And it's because you're selfish.
Did you see my mouth? I was like...
Why are you gasping though?
No, because I was
that was not a personal blim to you. Like
no, no. I didn't take it personally. I just thought about it like, whoa, like
did that blow your mind?
A little bit because I was like, damn, like if you really want to know, like you could really go online and at least figure it out. True that.
Yeah, that's really how I feel.
Can't do this.
Yeah, it's never a matter of you can, it's you don't want to. People don't want to. And they don't want to, not because they don't want to. I don't believe that. you know, like you'll like suck on like other parts of somebody. You know what I mean? So if you say you don't want to like put pussy in your mouth, if you say you don't want to put dick in your mouth, it's not because like you have a real life physical aversion to it. It's because of the social stigma. I also believe that.
I don't think that's something that people do past 22. I think if you're doing it past 22, it's like you said, like I just don't like you. Like if you come out your face saying, yeah, I don't do this, like how do you survive? Like no one's gonna even want to talk to you. That's like
it exists in real life. My brother's 24 and is like still running with that shit. My muse is 24 and is still running with that shit. My brother is lying. My muse is not. He's being serious as fuck.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know any girls who are keeping up with that lie.
What?
Like girls can't hold that lie for very long.
That's like the illest lie. I don't think I feel like there's a very small amount of females that actually say that, and no one ever believes them when they actually do. So it's kind of like, why are you?
Yeah, I've never done this. I've never tried this before.
No, you didn't. Like you had a boyfriend. Like you didn't love him. Like you must have not loved him. Like any guy not getting a blowjob, are you serious? Like he was definitely cheating on you. Like I think about like he was definitely having sex. Jesus, that was loud.
What is that?
A truck.
Oh.
It had to be a truck.
Is that a train?
That shit was dumb loud, right? Like a train is about to come through this bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, people be lying. Anywho, I think we hit like an hour of just straight.
That's too long to talk about porn and all the things you haven't done in your life.
I know, right? Like you just like turned it around on me.
I said that I didn't have to ask. Now I could have asked off the record and like laughed at you like behind your back or something, but you allowed it to happen.
Anything else before we?
No.
Sure? No. Embarrassing questions. You won't put me in the spot no more.
No, I think you've been good.
All right, cool.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming and telling us our story. Telling us your stories and stuff. It's pretty cool. Your sexual, your porn preferences and stuff.
Right.
It's pretty awesome. Do you have like a blog where you post secret shit? No?
Secret shit?
Not secret shit, but do you have a blog?
Oh, I wish I had a blog for secret shit now.
You got a blog for secret shit?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay, cool.
I'm lame. Sorry.
No. Cool. I was on Twitter earlier and I was like, I don't fuck with pop culture. Why am I on Twitter?
Oh, well, I'm on Twitter. I mean, like, but that's not a blog.
I was on Twitter because today's No Bra Day. And I was repeating all the no bra pictures, but there's not a lot of them out there. And then like there's mad female haters out there. Don't be a whore. Don't be a whore. Stop being a hater.
How are you a whore for not wearing a bra? Patriarchy. See what it's done?
Listen, don't blame the patriarchy. I don't know one guy that's like saying no.
Bras are patriarchal.
Are they really? No.
They were invented by a man.
No. Oh,
Keep our breasts up. Let my breasts be down if they want to be down.
Free the nipple.
Let my breasts do what they want to do. Yeah, also it's the social stigma that your nipples are not supposed to be hard in public. Because I don't wear bras on a regular basis. But when I go to work, I have to wear something so that my nipple isn't offensive to people. But like, why is my nipple offensive? It gives milk to babies. How is it offending people? Like, it provides life. How are you going to be offended?
Who gets offended by this?
People. My sisters are highly offended by my breast all the time. And they are blood related to me. Like, we have the same
you looked.
Genetics.
Like, you literally look like you took a gander.
I mean, not even my boobs are never, like, out of my shirt, but just the idea of... My sister said she doesn't like the way they're, like, moving in my shirt. It's just too much action. Mind you, my boobs aren't even big, so, like, yeah, like, you're like watching the movement of my breast in my shirt.
I mean, aren't you supposed to be making eye contact with people when you're talking to them? Like guys get shit for that all the time. Why are you looking at my breast? Well, not really. The other day, just because we're on boobs. The other day, like I was talking to this lady at the Dumbo Arts Festival, and then as I walked away, like I just could not help it. It was just like a impulse, and like I just did one of these. All right, later. Like, and I was like, damn. I was like, I just stared like in her face. Like there was no, like she knew what it was, and I was like, damn. I was like, that was horrible, but whatever.
I feel like I'm not that perceptive.
I mean,
Or maybe my boobs aren't that big and nobody is looking at my boobs, and that's why I'm not perceiving that they are. It could be that it's not actually happening.
I mean, I think guys are just good at looking when no one's looking. The same way like girls look at your cell phone when you're not looking.
Well, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. If anything, I'm looking at boobs and a girl will see, but like girls I feel like are never offended by me looking at them. Maybe they don't think that's what I'm doing. Or maybe they think I'm looking at their clothes. Probably.
Nice shirt.
Right. Like your shorts are just so nicely fitting. That's what I'm focused on right now is.
All right, let's get out of here.
Okay.
All right. So, people, holler at me on Twitter at GooseyBaby. We have a Twitter page now at Payday Podcast BK because some guy has Payday Podcast and he doesn't even use it. Never even fucking tweeted.
It's unfair.
It is unfair, and Twitter won't give you his name unless like it goes inactive like for a certain amount of time. So like it kind of got to be on point. And I'm mad because I should have did it like when I first started the podcast, like started the Twitter page. And yeah, he did it like 2 days after my birthday, and I was like, damn. I was like, there's just like all types of slaps in the face.
It's a birthday present.
Yeah.
At Holy Empress QV on Twitter.
Swag. All right. Anywho, later guys. Stay black. That's the most important thing.